All right. Hi, you guys. Welcome to, I know, welcome. I know it's funny. I know. I'm like laughing at myself because it's kind of corny. Okay. Hey, you guys. Welcome to Ask the Spirit Guides. This is Karen. We are doing intentions for finding clarity around the chaos and all the confusion of things that are going on right now in the world. Okay. So using a bullet journal, we're calling it eyes wide open, looking for clarity, looking for clarity. So I just spent 30 minutes talking prior to this. This is why I was laughing because I'm doing an intro with people who already have been sitting on video with me. But we were talking about resistance and how resistance to something, what it means and how active you want to be and all this kind of stuff and how to get clarity around it. So if you want to see that video, I will post it at the end of this one. You can watch the full one right here. Some of you are already watching the full one, but at some point when you only watch half of one, then I will post that video up here so you can watch the full thing if you want to. Okay, so probably easier if I just do a separate intro, wouldn't it, you guys? Yeah, you got to try things out sometimes. Okay, so let's go ahead. I got my deck of oracle cards. And first we're going to use the intentions from the resistance report though. Okay, so I will write those in and we can do that together. Just a reminder that that full report will go out on email, probably tomorrow, Friday morning. Friday or Saturday morning, depends on when I pull it together. Okay, so let's go ahead and say the prayer so that we can ask our guides for which cards they want me to use for setting intentions for why eyes wide open. Okay. All right. So I close my aura to all but my higher self. Gosh, this deck comes up all the time. Wild Mystic. It's so interesting. I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, the lead team collective, and only those of the highest and purest light. And ask Archangel Michael, boy, a lot of them are falling. Ask Archangel Michael to please protect my channel, your channel, our community, the lead team collective, so it is only of the highest and purest light. Amen. Okay, so they dropped a lot of decks here. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to go off camera. Well, I guess I'll stay on camera. Okay. So we said the prayer, so the rods are fine, talking through them. So lead team, we would like you to help us set intentions, just give us ideas on intentions for being eyes wide open in the resistance discussion we've had. And primarily, I'll just say the intro as a reminder for us, we're looking for clarity, eyes wide open, so that we can see through illusions and chaos and know internally to always have the right and always get the right direction on where we can take action when action is needed, basically. So that we always have clarity. We just want clarity. We want to be able to see through illusions and chaos so that we know when it's the time to stand up, voice our opinion, voice how we want to see the future. And so our eyes are wide open. Okay, so that's where our intention is. Okay, so that being said, Spirit, lead team, which decks do you want me to use? Did we pull did some of them fall that you want us to use? Okay, they're really wide. Okay, look, yeah, really. Okay, do you want me to use Cosmic Journey Oracle? Yes. You want me to use Crystal Ball? No. The Yogic Path? No. Energy and Spirit Oracle? That one, okay, so yes, okay. So let me put these aside. Do you want me to use Wild Mystic Oracle? Yes. Do you want me to use Spirit Animal Oracle? Oh my gosh, we're going to be here all night. Okay, do you want me to use the Little Frog's Guide to Self-Care? No. Angel Answers? No. The Sacred Forest? Oh my Lord. Okay. They always pick so many of them. Okay, I'm only going to pick like one card from each of these decks because we'll be here forever. Okay, and what about the Cosmic Energy Oracle? You want me to use that one? No. Okay, are there any others you want me to pull from the deck? No. Okay. Okay, I need to go over to that cabinet right there and grab these, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got all the decks, and you can see I left my cabinet open. First I want to list, and I'm not going to write these in my journal right now, but I'm going to. Okay, but I'm going to list for you. So all the little squares are going to have different things I want to remember. No, not things I want to remember, things I want to manifest, let's just say. Okay, things I want to have happen. I want to have my eyes wide open to have clarity about all this chaos that's going on. Okay, and this will help me we're basically setting intentions to keep our eyes wide open and to make it easier on ourselves. Okay, so we're going to then ask our guides to say, so here's an example. Okay, so I guess I'll write these now rather than, I didn't think I would, but let's just do it. Okay, so I got my pen, my marker. I love these markers too, by the way, you guys. I use, I don't know, is it called Stable or Stable, or I don't know. I'll post them below. Did I get these online? I think I did. Okay, so anyways, so in your journal or on a piece of paper, you can just write some intentions down. Okay, you don't have to write them exactly the way I'm writing them, but if you can write them in a way that that's inspired, that you're inspired to write. Okay, so let's see. These are the ones that Mabel pulled from the report I wrote on that we wrote together on the resistance and energy and when to get involved and when not to get involved. Okay, so that again, it's about clarity, right? So these are some of them. I'm going to read through. I'm not going to write all of these down. I'm going to write the ones down that mean something to me. You write the ones down that mean something to you. Okay, so see beyond illusion. So as an intention, is that intention what you want to do? Do you want to see beyond the illusion? I kind of like that. You could say choose clear vision. I like see beyond. I want to see beyond the illusion or illusions. Okay. I'm going to say see beyond the illusions of politics. I'm going to specifically say that for me. Okay, so I just wrote that in my first box. Okay. Choose clear vision, ground in truth. Something, you could use that wording or something else. Respond with wisdom. I'm actually going to say for myself, respond from clarity. Respond. I think I will do respond from clarity. Something Mabel said in the report. Something, hang on, I got to see what. Okay, so the one thing I was thinking about, non-resistance in action. So that's one thing she said in here about being a good citizen without resistance, right? I actually like those. So I'm going to read through those real quick again. So stay engaged, not enraged. Okay, so I'm going to write, these are the ones I really want. Stay, and again, we'll pull Oracle just to see what Spirit wants to tell us. So stay engaged, not enraged. Okay, some of you might write, observe, don't consume. Okay, so, or observe, don't absorb. Observe, don't absorb. Okay. Balance awareness with boundaries. Yes, I'm writing that. Balance awareness with boundaries. Again, the whole purpose of writing these things down, then we're going to say them out loud. We're going to ask our spirit teams to support us in this. So you'll ask yours to support you in your intentions. I'm going to ask my guides to support me in my intentions. I'm going to put some crystals on here and expect it to happen, And you might wake up tomorrow, all of a sudden in the next couple of weeks, you might be like, wow, I'm really responding from clarity. You'd be surprised. We have to ask for what we want from our teams. If we do that, they will support us. But if they don't know what to help us with, then we flounder around without their support. They love this. Okay? Okay, so balance awareness with boundaries. Grow what you want, not just fight what you hate. That's called build alternatives. I want to grow what I want, not fight what I hate. So how do we turn that into positive? Grow what I want, not just fight what you hate. Okay, I'm not writing anything down about that, but that would be something interesting if that sparks something in you. Speak truth without dehumanizing. Speak truth without dehumanizing, even when you're talking about Trump. I mean, you guys, all the nicknames, I say it all the time. All the nicknames. In fact, I started calling him Trump and people started getting mad at me. Why are you calling him by his first name? He doesn't deserve that. But the thing is speak truth without dehumanizing. Focuses on values, not enemies. If we keep calling him names, then we are doing that. We're creating division. Because there are people who actually like him. So then we're creating division by calling him names. I don't want to create division anymore. I'm not into it. So I'm checking on my own behavior. I already called them names in the beginning of this video, I'm pretty sure. So, okay, I'm writing that down. Speak truth without dehumanizing. That really resonates with me. Speak truth. I'm not even sure we had to pull oracle cards, you guys. Would you be disappointed if we didn't? Speak truth without, I still will, in case other ideas come up, without dehumanizing. Okay. I have to just remember that. I'm putting Trump's name by that because as an example for me. Okay. Non-resistance in action is calm, firm no, grounded in love. Okay, so I'm going to put clarity to always communicate. Calm, firm, no, grounded in love, grounded in love. Obviously, when it comes to authoritarianism and stuff like that. Okay, so an eyes wide open opportunity would be to stay awake to injustice. I do want to stay awake. I want to stay awake to injustice. Stay awake with clarity to injustice. To injustice and to opportunity. Okay? And to opportunity. Okay? I love those. Okay, let me see. So one thing you could write down is see anger as a signal light for you to go inside and say, okay, why does this make me so angry? But not as the driver. So you don't act from anger. You act from, you use it as a spark, but you need to settle it down. Don't act from it. Take a step back. Get the clarity. Because if you're in full in anger, you can't stay in clarity, right? Oh, my clock fell again. Did you guys hear that? Dang clock. It doesn't stay. Doesn't it? Okay. I wonder why it keeps falling. All right. Stay awake to injustice. We talked about that. See, the clear seeing that keeps you awake but not consumed. Okay. So see things without consuming it. That's the challenge. Respond from clarity. I'm going to actually change, like up here I had respond from clarity. I'm going to say not anger. Not anger. That's my intention because I do have a problem with that. I get riled up, I'll tell you. Stay engaged, not enraged. balance awareness with boundaries. So balance awareness with boundaries. Like I told you, I'm taking a break from YouTube because I couldn't. So I have a boundary around YouTube. It may be that you just decide, we like to use Ground News here. And in fact, you can always, I haven't mentioned it for a while, but if you used our affiliate link for Ground News, you can get 40% off. And the nice thing about Ground News, so your subscription, which is that's an amazing offer they give you, just from us talking about it. So they're not sponsoring this. It's just that we use it, Ground News. And so then they gave us it's amazing. You guys get 40% off. Anyway, so the link, I'll put the link anytime I mention links from now on, I'm going to put them pinned as the first comment. Okay. So it's just easy for you guys to find stuff, but let me make a note of that. News link. Okay. Anyways, Ground News is a really good way to stay in touch with stuff, but not feel the outrage. When you watching different people on YouTube and it's fun because their personality and everything, but they can get me. There's a few people I've really had to just say, I like you, but I can't watch you anymore, at least right now, because I get they can get me so worked up, not them, but the way they're presenting the information, because they're riled up about it. Then I'm like all riled up about it, so that's like boundaries. So stay awake to clarity. Oh, no, sorry. Balance awareness with boundaries. So if you have a hard time doing that on YouTube, like watching progressive news on YouTube, you can, try something like Ground News. You can get Ground News for free too. I think you get like 1 or 2 articles a day or something. Because the nice thing about Ground News is it grounds you. It's grounding because it gives you who's just talking from the right, who's talking from the left, who's in the center. And so you can and then they'll tell you if it's mixed factuality, pure factuality, and I only read the articles that are center factuality. So you can read the stuff, stay engaged. You know what? I have to remember, because sometimes I get so sucked into YouTube for watching. I love watching stuff, like from spiritual people, but then I'll get stuff in my feed and then I'll watch the new stuff and then that gets me all out of balance. But if I just have to remember to use Ground News for me. Again, you use whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just going to put Ground News in here for a reminder to me. Ground News. So when I read these, I remember, because there's so much going on. I just forget to use my tools. Okay. Let's see. Notice resistance without letting it blind you. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, let's see if there's any more. Collective clarity is stronger than collective fear. So that's really kind of the whole purpose of this, is for all of us to stay in collective clarity. So when you start feeling fear, anger comes from fear. The reason I get angry is because something's triggering me from some kind of threat. And that's fear, right? So collectively, this is why we want to be working on this together. So we want to stay collective. We want to be in collective clarity. Just because that's the whole purpose we're doing this. So I'm actually going to write in my book, collective, right under the title actually, because this is kind of the purpose of this whole exercise. Collective clarity is stronger than collective fear. So this whole purpose of this exercise is to stay out of fear, to stay in clarity as often as possible so that we can do the work that needs to be done to make sure our country does not get taken over, or the world by these people. There are people in other countries right now who are looking at Trump saying, yeah, we want to do the same thing. I heard that is happening in Canada. Smaller groups are starting to figure out, oh, if Trump can do this, so can we. So this is going to be a worldwide issue. I don't think this is just in the U.S. Trump's just paving the way. What a guy. He's paving the way because that's what's meant to happen. so that we start getting clear about what we want. That's the whole point. So thank you, Donald Trump, for helping us get so clear on what we want. Not what politicians want. No. It's not about them anymore. This is about us. Okay? Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Okay, so let's go ahead now. I got enough written down from the notes. And let's go ahead. So let's start with the collective journey. Okay, let's see if the lead team has any ideas for us. Okay, lead team. We are looking for any other intentions you would like us to consider. We have free will, but they're going to give us ideas. What do you want us to consider in terms of eyes wide open about us collectively staying in clarity? What other things do you want us to consider? Okay, I got a real popper there, so I'm going to assume that was it. So, I have no idea what that means. Okay, there's a little pig flying over a moon. This one journeys to the stars. Oh, thus one journeys to the stars. Oh, that's confirmation, you guys. If we can stay in collective clarity, which is stronger than collective fear, thus one journeys to the stars. Okay, I'm going to intuit it. I'm starting to get more trusting in my intuition rather than being like I have to pick up the rods to see, oh, did you want that card? Did you know? That's what I usually do. 8, 9, 10. So this is a 1 card. It's 28. 2 plus 8 is 10, right? 8, 9, 10. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So that's how you do it. So this is a 1 card. So let's just see. I don't know if I need to read any more about that one, but I kind of feel like that's confirmation that we're going in the right direction. So I probably will just use that as confirmation. But let's see if there's any ahas in here. As you've climbed up the mountain of your mission here, you continue chipping away at the good or even the really good to uncover your truest expression of divine destiny. I mean, it's exactly what I just said about thank you, Donald Trump, for helping us get so frickin' clear. I mean, I am clearer today than I have ever been in my life because, frankly, I'm doing the work. Because you guys are making me do the work. Because you're giving me the opportunity to show up here. And it's making me do the work. I wouldn't probably do it, to be honest. Probably wouldn't do it on my own. I am like a real active, like, let's do this together kind of person. So, are you serving the collective in your own unique way? A way that also serves you. So it serves both of us. You, me, individually, plus the collective. The time has come for you to put your full heart, soul, and spirit behind your work. Whatever that is for you. Your greatest purpose is filled with joy, happiness, and love expressed through your contributions to the universe. So if you're poo-pooing this activity, there might be a better one for you as contributions to the universe. But if this helps you get clear, if this helps you gain clarity on how we deal with this situation, rather than just sitting in anger, because that's just resistance, using anger as a spark. When next time I get angry, I'm going to come to this section right here, eyes wide open, so I can read this and remind myself. Every time I hear Donald Trump, I'm using his name. I really wanted to call him a name just then. Every time I hear him speak and I get bubbles bubbling up, I'm going to come to my page. And I'm hoping you'll do the same thing, because then you can remind yourself that collective clarity is stronger than collective fear, but that there is action to be taken. This isn't about sitting and doing nothing, because as we read in the report earlier, if you're just catching this during the intentions part, you would have missed this part. But if everyone disengages from the chaos, because they're too much in anger and they feel like I can't handle it, which sometimes I feel, authoritarianism will thrive. If everyone only acts from anger, authoritarianism will thrive. But if everyone acts from clarity, love, and vision, and clarity, love, and vision means firm no's, authoritarianism will collapse. So this is the whole scenario thing that we need to keep an eye on. And I will bring it to the back to conversations over and over and over again. Okay. Okay, so this was confirmation. I'm not really writing anything down, but you can, if you heard something that you wanted to write down from there, go for it. Okay. The other thing is if you have oracle cards, look how I poked up. If you have oracle cards, pull some for yourself. Pull some. What other intentions? Write your own intentions. Maybe you've gotten some things that you want to. They don't have to just come from these. I'm just using these, one, because I love using my oracle cards. Gives me a reason to use them. And it's fun to get the lead team impressions, the lead team ideas. So that's all of our spirit teams together. If I just pull oracle cards, I'm just working with my own teams, or my own guides. Whoops. So this way we get them from everybody. Okay, my boxes are all screwed up over here. Okay, so let's see. Lead team, what do you want to tell us? Oh boy, that was too many. What do you want to tell us from this deck? So I'm using this deck now. Energy and Spirit Oracle. Again, I will post all the links that we use, all these things, in the pinned, I put it in the description of the video, but many people have a hard time finding those. So I'll pin it to the first comment, okay? To the first comment of this video. Okay, so lead team, what else do you want us to consider? What else do you want us to consider when it comes to our eyes being wide open, collective clarity, so that we can stay in collective clarity and take action from there? So we're taking action from clarity. I'm not really getting anything. Anything? Anything. They did drop that whole deck, and it was like, I don't know, probably 10 cards, and I dismissed it. So, okay, now they're dropping. All right, let's just see. What? Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any. This is kind of the first time I haven't used the. Okay. I don't see anything there really, but I'm going to ask them because there's probably some, I was reading them fast, kind of under pressure. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Lead team, do you want me to read the card on the far right? No. The next card in? No. The next card in from there? No. The fourth card? No. The last card. Okay, that is really kind of interesting because I did look at that last card and I was like, okay, maybe, but I dismissed it. That's interesting. Okay, learning to pay attention to my intuition is what I'm doing here. Okay, so this one was, and I kind of dismissed it, but for some reason there was a glimmer of personal guide, like this is our personal guide. So it's another confirmation card of what we're doing here. Using this conversation and your intentions you're writing here as your personal guide to how we're going to keep moving forward in all the chaos is really how I'm seeing this. Okay, so they're really just using these cards right now as confirmation for us. Okay, so I'm going to write under my title again, or actually I'm going to do a bubble up here in the corner, and I'm just going to say my personal guide to, I kind of want to say dealing with Trump, but however you want to say it, my personal guide to, I'm going to say ... I'm not quite sure what I want to write commit to here, but I'm going to write something like that. I don't know if I want to put Trump's name in here. Oh, I already did, actually. I already did. Speak truth without dehumanizing Trump. Okay, so my personal guide to, I gotta think about it. I kind of want to do, because that's really, it's dealing with Trump to me means like all of it. It's all of it. So I'm gonna put it, dealing with Trump and his friends. Something like that. You can put dealing with authoritarianism, whatever you want to put. Okay. So again, they're giving us these little hints, but I really think these were more, these cards, at least these two, were more confirmation of what we're doing. That means they like what we're doing here. They like what we're doing here. Okay, well, let's get a spirit animal. Maybe we'll have a spirit animal here that will help us focus. Okay, that's one of the decks they wanted us to use. I love this deck. I love all, you know me, I love all my decks, but okay, so spirit animal. Okay, so what spirit animal, lead team, do you want? I just got shivers big time. They want us to have a spirit animal over this. What spirit animal? Okay, but you guys got to give me just one. This deck, actually, it's kind of sticky. Let's see. So you guys, if you weren't around in the community last New Year's Eve, we spent 3 or 4 hours together on New Year's Eve last year. Actually, it was people in the spirit circle. It probably needs to be spirit circle, but you can always, I think I'm going to do it again. Why not? Unless I end up doing something else on New Year's Eve, which is highly unlikely. But this is what we did. We sat and did intentions for the year. You want to see them? So, you can join the spirit circle for like the month of December, or yeah, you'll have to do it for the month, or just right before. Whoops. Yeah, this is what we did, 2025, right here. We did that together. It was like 3 or 4 hours we spent. And I was live. I was live on, which, I think once winter comes again, I'll probably come live again. I used to do lives. Okay, so let's see. Spirit animal. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. I don't know why I wasn't, it was just fun to do. Wasn't it fun? Any of you here when we did that? Okay. So, what spirit animal do you want to be guiding our intentions here about keeping our eyes wide open? So, collective clarity. Okay. The cards are a little sticky, so it's probably in that pile. So, oh yeah, I like that one. Okay, let's find out which one they want us to use here. How many cards do I have? Okay, I'm just going to do the top card. All right, I'm not going to look at what they are, but okay, lead team. Do you want me to use the card on top? Do you want me to read the card on top? No. Do you want me to read number 2? No. Number 3? No. Number 4? No. Number 5? No. Number 6? Nope. Number 7? Aha. I hope there's 7 cards. I just kept going. Number 8. Maybe there's not 8 cards. Okay. Number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is bizarre. 6, 7. There's only 7 cards. I just kept going thinking, well, I don't know how many cards there are. That's actually the way to do it. So this is what's funny is I looked at that card. That was the card I looked at, and I was like, oh, I like that one. I love owls. Oh, look at you guys. Oh my God. You cannot make this up. You cannot make that up, you guys. You just saw me do that real time. So it's a card number 7, Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Okay, so an owl is our spirit animal when it comes to this intention. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure Owl Spirit. I'm writing it up at the top of my title. Owl Spirit. Okay, so, and I'm going to put underneath it, you see clearly now. Just another confirmation, you guys. That's all they're doing with these oracle decks today. is they're just giving us confirmation. They're not giving us other ways to do this. But I will read about the owl spirit. That's incredible. We just got 3 confirmations that what we're doing here is incredibly important. That's amazing. Okay. Sometimes I just get like awestruck by it, about how they communicate. Okay, so the oracle message. Owl spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your key senses and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged, big time. Mine are. And you are receiving messages from all directions. Owl spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines. That would be that might resonate with some of you to put on as an attention. Watch what's really not being said. Watch between the lines. What is invisible to the naked eye? So that might be where, you want to put down an intention. Watch for things that might be invisible to the naked eye. What cannot be heard with the ears? And what others may not be able to perceive? With all your senses aroused, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come to as you sit with all that you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you in understanding the whole and not just the parts. That is, when I get angry, it's always because I'm in the weeds and I'm forgetting the whole. That's why I wanted to do this with you, is because then this will bring you back to the whole, your intentions page here. Okay? Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of all your senses. Intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. That's awesome. Okay, so that is another confirmation card. But owl spirit, we have an owl we can be working with now. We're going to be talking about this quite a bit in this community, this page, and the owl, and this whole thing, because I think this is the crux of what we need to be focusing on going forward as stuff keeps coming up. So I'm going to keep circling us back to these intentions. Okay, so we've got 2 more decks to just pull a card from and see what they want to tell us. So far, 3 confirmations. Well, that's cool. This one is Wild Mystic. This is a huge deck, you guys. Look at that. It's huge. Okay, so Wild Mystic. And I look at the boxes. All right. Okay, let's see. So lead team, what do you want to tell us about our intentions for keeping our eyes wide open? Collective clarity. What do you want us to include? I don't know. What do you want us to include in our intentions? Do you have anything else you want to tell us about this? I thought this one just popped up. Anything else you want to tell us about this project? About our intentions? Yes. Okay. Whoop. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's just do that same way I did it before. I'm going to do it that way from now on. So top card. And now I know I only have 4. So, okay. Do you want me to read card number 1? Yes. Card number 2? No. Card number 3? No. And card number 4? No. Okay, so the top card. Yes. Okay. All right. So what does it say? Interesting. Collaborate. It's exactly what we're doing right now. We're collaborating. Collective clarity is stronger than collective fear. Collaborate. So eyes wide open, I'm going to put down as an intention. Actually, I want to see how they phrase this in the book because that will help me write a clear intention about that. So collaborate. Oh, that is what is that, you guys? Because you have to look them up by this. Is that an ant or what is that? You have to look it up by the animal or insect, but then sometimes I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. That's the only way you can look it up. Is that an ant? Okay, that's pretty funny, actually. It is funny to me that that's the only way you can look it up. It is an ant. Okay, good. Okay, collaborate. Yeah, you know how strong ants are? We watch them every once in a while by the pool. They'll be carrying like a bug that's they're double their size. So look at strength and collaboration, right? So let's see. Okay, so this card invokes themes of teamwork and collaboration. Many creatures work in harmony with one another. That's really key, right? To achieve their goals, be it the gathering of food, protecting themselves, or creating a home. This card may be telling you to accept help from others or encouraging you to ask for help when it's needed. You do not have to follow your path alone. We are doing this together, all of us. The ant is an exceptional worker who labors in collaboration with a great many others of their kind. Together, and they don't even question it, you guys. They just do it. They just do it. Together, ants create intricate nests and solve problems with feats of insect engineering. They create bridges or ladders from their own entwined bodies to pass obstacles. It's incredible. This card encourages you to work alongside others to achieve your aims or overcome your obstacles. Okay, so I'm just going to put down as, I'm going to put as an intention, clarity, collaborate with others. Collaborate with others when appropriate. Kind of diminishes it a little bit to say when appropriate, but okay, I'll take it. So our lead team is asking us to collaborate with each other. All right, to collaborate with each other. This is a team approach. So if there are people who are not taking action because they don't want to get intertwined, we need as many people as possible to provide that bridge that the ants provide for each other. We need as many people as possible to do that. So hopefully this will encourage you to collaborate. Okay, the sacred forest. Last one. The sacred forest. This is getting to be a long video. It's a good thing I'm splitting it up a little bit. Okay, I love this deck because it's so smooth. Nothing sticks together. I wish they would do whoever it's amazing card deck. They just flow so well. You know, some cards just stick together. Okay, lead team, what do you want to tell us from the sacred forest since you had to pick 5 or 6 oracle decks? What do you want to, I wonder, is anyone here still? Is anyone still here? Okay, well, hopefully, it doesn't matter if people are here. I'm still doing my intentions from these, so, but hopefully you got started doing your intentions. Okay, so what do we got? What do you got for us? Got 2. Let's see if there's anything else they want to tell us from the Sacred Forest Oracle. What do you guys want us to know about keeping our eyes wide open? Clarity. Anything else? Okay, I think those 2 are enough. All right. Do you guys want me to read card number 1? Yes. Do you want me to read card number 2? No. Okay. Card number 1. Oh, look at the back. Oh, so sweet. The back of the cards. Okay. Oh, yeah. Again, these are all clarity cards these are all confirmation cards, every single one of them. They couldn't confirm enough that this process we're doing right now is the process that they think is going to be helpful. Wizard of the Worlds, focus. Focus. Wizard of the of the Woods. Wizard of the Woods, focus. Okay. I love that. It's a five card, 50. Wizard. Wizard of the Woods. Okay. The spirit of the Wizard of the Woods says, put your attention on what's worthwhile, loving, and beautiful. That's what will manifest in your life. What you focus on is what you create. This is the time to choose just one thing to focus on rather than a slew of things and watch miracles abound. Okay, so that's perfect. So rather than pick every issue there is with this administration, pick one. If you are interested in standing up for people who are being targeted by ICE, dive into that. If you are wanting to make sure, whatever. I don't want to list all the things, but okay, pick one. I hadn't thought to do that. Stop paying attention to everything. If all of us in this community picked one thing where we got really clear on it and we started supporting it, that would be amazing. Okay, this was very powerful for me. I hope this was as powerful for you. But tell me, we'll see who's still here. What is one thing of the issues in the world right now? Maybe it's Gaza. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's political assassinations to make sure that doesn't happen. Maybe it's calming people down. Maybe it's, for me, I think it's probably going to be about not having sides because I'm really into that right now. Stop. I don't want the labels anymore. That's probably what it's going to be. I'm going to focus on that. So what do you want to focus on? What's one thing that just comes to your mind right now? You don't have to do it, but what's one thing? And put it in the comments. I would love to see what would be the one issue that's really you're passionate about. We don't have to be passionate about the same things because that's why we get overwhelmed. That's why we get overwhelmed. There's too many, and that's what they wanted. Then we get overwhelmed. Pick one. Let's all pick one. So put it in the comments. What is it that you're like, what's the first thing you came to you? And then start taking a deep dive into that and seeing how you can make a difference in that area alone. You don't have to do it for everything. I think we've all been feeling, I know I have, that I got to do everything. I got to pay attention to every single issue or it's going, whatever. So our lead team did an amazing job with us today. That was awesome. Okay, you guys, I will see you in the next. Thanks for if you stuck it out, the hour and 21 minutes, if you watched this whole thing, you're amazing. I hope so. I hope people at least pick up snippets of this because I think this is going to be really powerful if we collectively can do this kind of thing. So, okay, have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.